Only 11 short days until we get the official 2025 Social Security COLA announcement. However, in this video, I'm going to be answering a question that I've received multiple times down below in the comment section over the last couple weeks. So this is going to be my final 2025 Social Security COLA projection until we get that official announcement, literally in just days. So with that being said, I will get into the details here, share with you exactly what I want to share with you, as well as the projections and the range that we're looking at as of right now, and what this would look like in your monthly benefit checks, as in more money in your pocket on a monthly basis. Got a lot to talk about. Let's jump into it and discuss all the details. First off, can I ask you a huge favor? If you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe to the channel with the big subscribe button right down below the video. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Also, make sure to like the video as well with the big thumbs up button right down below. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for being here, and let's get into it and talk about it. All right, so like I said, in literally just days here, 11 days as of right now, we're going to be getting the official announcement. However, what a lot of people don't realize is not only are we getting the COLA announcement on that day, we're getting a mountain of other announcements coming out of Social Security at that same time on that same day that'll also be relevant as of 2025. This is going to be incredibly important because it's going to impact benefits in more ways than just the COLA. Don't get me wrong, the COLA is great. It impacts benefits. It raises benefit checks for millions of beneficiaries. But there's a lot of other aspects of the program as well, which will also be adjusted, that are not nearly as popular as the COLA. The COLA is by far the most popular of the announcements, obviously, because we're getting a raise, right? But there's a bunch of other ones as well. So just want you to recognize that. I will break all of those down for you in future videos when we get that information. Obviously, we don't have it as of yet, but when we do, I've got a lot to talk about, okay? There's going to be a lot for me to break down for you. I have no problem doing that, so just make sure to stay tuned. There's going to be a ton of different things. So if you're a future beneficiary or if you're a current beneficiary, it's all going to impact you and your monthly benefit to some degree, okay? I'll bring it to you when we get that information. Anyway, let's talk about the COLA, okay? So this is the question that I get all the time. Hey, what do you think the COLA is going to be? I've heard it's going to be X, Y, or Z. What do you think on this? Can you tell us what it's going to be? Here's the thing. We don't have the official announcement yet, but I want to give you a projection, okay? This will be my best estimate as of right now where that's going to sit. And I'm not going to give you some range of, well, it's going to be between 1% and 5%. Yeah, obviously, we all know that, right? I mean, seriously, anybody could project that. It doesn't really matter. But I'm going to give you a super, super tight range here and tell you where I foresee this thing hitting, okay? I could be wrong. Just telling you that right now. I could be 100% wrong. Let's hope that I am wrong. Let's hope that I'm too low. But this is just where I'm foreseeing it going to land as of right now, based on the most recent inflation data and what we've seen so far throughout September. Now, obviously, we're basically at the very, very end of September as I film this video right now, but just pointing that out for you, okay? Based on some inflation data we've seen just a couple days ago and where we're sitting now, just want to give you where we're at, okay? All right, so this is where I project the COLA is going to land. Now, a couple weeks ago, I was out in a separate video, and I gave a range of 2.3 to 2.5%. That was the range there, okay? So that is still my range, 2.3 to 2.5. However, I'm going to tighten it up even more. If I have to give you an exact number, okay, I'm going to go out on a limb here, okay? This is nuts. Nobody else is doing this. But I'm going to say this much. If I have to give you an exact number, as in narrow it down to one number, okay? I'm going to give you one number here. And again, my range is still 2.3 to 2.5. But if I have to narrow it down and give one exact number, my estimate, my bet, if I'm putting all my chips on one bet, it's 2.4. That's my bet right now, okay? So there you go. I know it's kind of nuts to say that because I don't know where it's going to be. Nobody knows where it's going to be yet. But if I have to say that, that's what I'm going to say, okay? So my one exact number is that I'm betting on is 2.4. But if I have to bet on a range, it's 2.3 to 2.5, okay? That's where we're at right now. But that's kind of what I'm looking at, okay? So it's not going to be huge by any means at all. However, what's interesting about this, remember, if you've been watching the videos for, I don't know, a while now, since going back to the beginning of 2024, the first 5 or so months of this year were looking really good. Inflation was ticking up. We were seeing the CPIW numbers, which is what's used to calculate the COLA, the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. That's the one. It was actually ticking up. The first 5 or so months of this year, could have been 4 months, first 4 or 5 months of this year or so, it was actually moving up. the trajectory of inflation at that time was looking like, wow, we could be locking in a pretty good raise by the time we get out to the 3 important months, July, August, and September, to actually determine what the COLA is going to be. However, once we turned over to maybe like, I think it was like May or June, something like that. Yeah, it's probably May, I suppose. Once we turned over to May, all of a sudden we flipped around, did a 180, and then all of a sudden inflation started ticking lower, and it's been going down, down, down ever since. Seems a little bit suspicious how that worked out, just saying, but I don't know. Again, I'm not going to sit here and, make some conspiracy and be like, oh, they're cooking the books, which they easily could be doing. I'm just saying, okay? We know how this works. But that's kind of what we were looking at earlier this year. It was looking really good. In fact, earlier, if you would have asked me in, say, April of this year, based on how the inflation was looking at that time, I was saying, hey, we could be seeing in the mid 4% based on how things were looking at that time. But that was a long time ago, and things have massively changed since then, right? So anyway, here we are, literally at the very end of the third quarter. I mean, right now, we're at the very end of the third quarter as I film this video. So who knows? Maybe you're watching this video a little bit later than that. But the very end of September right now as I film this video. So literally, here we are, okay? We needed the inflation data for July, August, and September. Well, considering what's going on, and we're right at the end of the third quarter right now, inflation's not just going to all of a sudden tick up right now and to kind of fulfill the gap here. It's just not going to happen, okay? Inflation could go through the roof, and between now and the end of the third quarter here, which is literally like right now, it's not going to make much of a difference. So we're kind of locked in. This is kind of where we're at. Now, obviously, we don't know September's inflation yet. Technically, the month is not over as I film this video, but we don't know what it's going to be yet until 11 days from now when we do get the official announcement. And then that'll be the inflation data that's going to be released. And then also along with that inflation data is the release of the COLA, basically at the same time. Make sense? So anyway, that's where I'm at right now. Again, range that I said a couple weeks ago is still in effect, 2.3 to 2.5. But if I have to give you a final number, I'm saying 2.4. That's what I'm betting on as far as the COLA. I know, it's not great. Considering this year we got 3.2, last year 8.7, the year before 5.9, the year before that 1.3. This is going to be the lowest COLA that we will receive in 2025 since, 2021? Yeah, 2021 we got 1.3. So this will likely be the lowest since 2001. So, 2021. Sorry, not 2001. Sorry, 2021. So, a few years ago. Okay. So anyway, that's what I'm at right now. So for those of you that have been asking, I hope this gives you that range that you've been looking for and kind of where we're at here. And again, I will bring you the information as we get it, immediately as it's being released, things like that. Of course, I'll be right here for you, breaking it all down. There's a lot of things going on. As I've said, October is a massively important month for Social Security, and I'll bring it all to you as we get it. Between now and the end of the year, we've got a lot of things going on, all of which will directly impact low income and fixed income. Again, if you haven't done so, please make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss any videos going forward. It's going to be nuts. I'll do whatever I can for you to keep you informed, to advocate on your behalf, anything I can for you. Thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Again, please subscribe down below. Like the video down below as well. Big thumbs up. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Otherwise, check out the other videos here on the channel, about 5,000 in the video library. I've hand-selected some very popular videos for you down below in the description or the top of the comment section. Check those out. Otherwise, right now showing up on your screen as well. You'll see some videos there. Check those out. Otherwise, just have a nice day. Take care, and I'll catch you again later in the next video.